This man made 165,000 in commission on TikTok affiliate in the last month. 165,000 in 30 days. That's his money. There's no fees. There's no cost of goods sold. This is not dropshipping. This is all the money goes in his pocket. And you know the craziest part? He decided to buy 2 Cybertrucks and give me one. Okay, fine. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. By the way, I have a mixed opinion about Cybertrucks. I don't know if I like them or not. If you hate me for that, hey, attack me in the comments. It's fine. But this gentleman is the best TikTok affiliate I know. He was one of the first people that started doing it. I think he started doing this in like the beginning of 2024, and he was already making a lot of money. Matter of fact, I interviewed him at the beginning of his TikTok affiliate career. You can watch this interview somewhere right here. I'm gonna leave a link. But he's a master of videos. He gets at least 100,000 views. Most of them are over a million, and he's really good with hooks. He's always using some controversy, something that triggers people, and his top selling products are usually in the supplement category. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an interview with Beans. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Let me know if you want to see Beans more in the future videos. And if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him on our Discord. If you join the Dropshipping Guild, which is the place where you can learn how to start TikTok affiliate, there's a community, there are weekly meetings. We can give you higher commission than the top selling products on TikTok. We have that power. We can also help you get free samples, and we can also teach you how to get 5,000 followers so you can get approved to TikTok affiliate really fast. Again, I'm gonna have a link for it down below, but here's the interview. All right, Beans, how much did you make last month?
Last month, 114K commission.
114?
Yeah. And dude, what's crazy is I almost crossed the 100K mark in like 2 weeks this month. I'm already past the 100K mark for this month, and it's like December 18th.
From one shop or multiple shops?
Mainly, yeah. It's just no, it's 2 accounts, but one is like printing like crazy. The other one's just kind of like going. I'm basically only posting on one account.
Can you show your dashboard?
Let me yeah, here I can show it. Today's 2.3K today.
Just today.
Yeah. What do you want to see?
Like your last 30 days.
Oh, dude, that's a crazy number. Yeah.
Oh, it's even bigger?
Yeah, 165. You see that? For the last like 30 days, yeah. Crazy, bro. Fucking crazy, man.
What?
It's absurd.
What?
I'm still
You almost made 200,000 just from the commission.
Yeah.
How much is this in sale? What's the GMV on this thing?
What was that? 776K. So not quite a million, but yeah.
Almost a million. Okay.
Getting pretty
Wow.
close. I think by the end of the month, maybe it'll be close. Hopefully. We'll see, you know.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Where are you going on vacation in 2025?
Right? Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything in mind. I got a bunch of things in mind, but yeah. It's just like a vacation. It's like it's gonna take me away from like kind of the work, you know. I feel like I don't know. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Maybe I should do something, but yeah, I don't know. It's like a vacation is like, you know, you're getting away from whatever the fuck you're doing all the time. Like I love what I'm doing all the time, so like I'm kind of on I've been on vacation kind of like I feel like I enjoy the work, you know, like it's like not yeah.
Is this like the only thing you do? Or you do
Yeah, as
other-
of now, yeah, it's still full time. Yeah, so back whenever we last talked, I was full time in this. Yeah, I was doing drop shipping before I started affiliate. I switched over to affiliate like February of this year. But yeah, since I've been doing drop shipping, I've just been doing it full time. Yeah.
How much time a day do you spend on it?
Dude, really not that much, man. It's really not that much. Like, I mean, I post 1 video a day typically. I kind of work different from a lot of other people. I think a lot of other people, they like think like, oh, if I do 10 posts a day, it'll like up my odds. But I just don't see the game like that. Like, do 1 really good video, you know, like the goal is to go viral. The goal is not to put out a bunch of fucking videos. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, the goal is to go viral so you can get more sales. So like I say optimize for that more than like quantity. You know what I mean?
But how do you figure out what goes viral? Because your videos are maybe, you know what, before you answer that,
Mhm.
can you like describe what is your like your typical video? Like what does it look like?
Oh, typical video. I mean, I can't really say there's a typical video. I can say like right now there's a style of video, like a kind of flow. And it's very like it's very basically the flow is like have a hook, generic, like always, be thinking about the hook. That leads into a video of like an authority figure talking about something relative to your product. And then ideally, like if you have like another link to like someone actually using the product or the ingredient, like let's say for supplements, then that would be like another video that you would lead into. So you're like pumping up all these authority figures into your message. So like I don't have to like serve that role. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the power of like these kind of conspiracy theory, spooky kind of videos. Um, that's part of why that kind of stuff works. But I mean, like in general, like I mean, shit. Like I've done like faceless content. I've done like UGC story, just like sitting in my car style content. So it really changes, and it's a good thing to be like on the trends. You don't necessarily have to copy them, but it's good to like know what's going around.
You would say that you found like your own style now? Because
Yeah,
I know your style. I've been watching your most recent videos, and there is a style to them right now.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. But I wouldn't say like what I'm doing right now is something like I'll probably change it up in a month, like like even shorter than that. I do think this current style that I'm doing needs a visual refresh, like same gist, just a slight tweak. I think it's like kind of time for that now. But yeah, in general, like yeah, definitely a certain style in the sense of like I'll do a lot of comment baiting and stuff like that. Like that, I find that like really works really well if it's done well. Um, yeah, which is funny. Like we talked about this last time we talked. Was like that was what did it, and like I really like, I've realized this. Like I've seen this happen, and I've seen it happen with my own videos. But like I knew the lesson, but I kind of like forgot about it, or I just didn't leverage it as much for a little while. And like almost always, like I'm like remembering, like oh yeah, I should like really try and driving engagement. And every time I remind myself to do that, and I start doing that, like the results show. So yeah, it's kind of funny, kind of revisiting that time because it's the same shit. It's like getting engagement on your videos is really crucial, or at least that's what I do.
No, I mean I, the best part about your videos are the comments, honestly. A bunch of
It's crazy. I mean, and here's the crazy thing, Patrick. Like, you would look at the comments and you would think, like, oh, this doesn't convert well at all, because like everyone's like, oh, you're a dumbass, whatever. They're like talking shit in the comments. But dude, I had one of those days was a 17K day in one day off of one of those videos where people in the comments are like, you're a dumbass and all this stuff, but like people will still buy it. Like I don't care about the comments. But
Can you give maybe an example of like one of your hooks? Like what do you exactly say to trigger someone to leave a comment? Like can you give an
yeah,
example?
yeah, like I'm doing a lot of like I'll call like people the wrong name. I'll like call Dana White Joe Rogan or vice versa, or even just being like this random dude like said blah blah blah, and if it's like Joe Rogan or something like that, people will inevitably like be in the comments like that's not a random dude, that's Joe Rogan. They'll like correct you. So I kind of like farm that. I kind of like intentionally do that. It's so funny to me, honestly, because I'm such like, dude, I don't think I grew up from being like a 13-year-old playing like computer games and like talking shit online and trolling people. I literally feel like I'm doing the same thing. It's just like through a marketing kind of thing. It's so funny, but yeah, it's yeah.
So you
I mean, keep in
purposely
mind, like
call.
I am doing this silly shit, but like you still need to close them. Like I'm like the rest of the script and everything, what I'm saying, like it's very like I'm the copy's like tight and it's like it's persuading them line by line. It's like you can't just like get away with just saying something stupid and just like ride on that. Like you still need to close the sale, but yeah, you just get more chances whenever you have a lot of engagement and views.
So the structure is kind of like this. You have a hook. It's usually something controversial, usually um, say a wrong name, like you said, show a picture of Dana White and you say Joe Rogan, people are
Right.
triggered. Then you move on to like you show that authority, just like you said, right? So you show like a clip of a podcast or something,
Yeah, and it's got to be
um,
relevant to the hook. Like there has to be some kind of relevancy there. Yeah.
and then you kind of talk about like the benefits of the product, or
It depends on what the first video is saying. Because sometimes you can just like off that first video, you can just kind of close them and introduce the product there. But ideally, like the ones that are really powerful, I think, are whenever you have like a celebrity or authority figure like talking about like ashwagandha specifically or whatever you're selling, you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then at the end, I've noticed you sometimes mention you like you almost like you say like, oh, I don't care, like, yeah, the product might be gone, I don't know, just if you see
Yeah,
it
isn't
you
that
like it.
funny? Yeah, yeah. You're the second person to say that to me recently. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, don't. Yeah,
You
you
don't
gotta.
sell it, you just like you don't, almost like you don't care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's an intentional thing. Yeah, totally. That's our goal here is to like make things look as organic as possible. Like I should just look like a kind of crazy person that's on TikTok. Like you don't want it to be perfect. You don't need to be imagine if I like those same videos that you saw and I was dropping like discount codes at the end, it would kind of throw the vibe off a little bit. Like it's a little too like
So you never mention discount codes?
I do sometimes, but like yeah, usually I'm a more like kind of casual closer. I think. Look, there's arguments to be said either way. I think like if you really want to maximize it, yeah, you should probably like be hammer like it's on sale and it's free shipping and all this shit. Like in general, yes, you should do that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it can work either way, honestly.
I mean, is there like a ranking of affiliates? I feel like you're in the top something, top 10 or
Dude,
something.
we should look in the seller center back in sometime and see. Like, I think that's kind of like the rankings for like affiliates. I don't know if I'm like, dude, there's a lot of women on there that crush. Last time I looked, it was like the top 20 were like women. Yeah, it's
I'm,
crazy.
I think the affiliate space is mostly dominated by
Yeah,
women. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's
it's an
mostly them.
advantage. Yeah.
Um, but going back to the thing that you just said, so your style is like being not salesy, not pushy whatsoever. You never mention that deal. You talk about like the product and like the vibes, but not necessarily like, yeah, it's free shipping, yeah, it's on sale. You never
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. It's like I do that in a subtle way. Like I'll be like, if you see the link down there, that means it's not sold out. I'm implying scarcity. I'm not saying like this stuff sells out all the time. Like sometimes I do say that, but like usually it's something simple like that, or like today it's on sale. Like that's usually like that can be enough. I'm it's kind of like showing like, oh, I'm just making this video and like today, like I'm making this video today because it is on sale. Like I'm kind of like giving that vibe, I guess.
What's the hardest part of this process? Like
Oh man.
researching the videos? Like what is it?
Dude, the not quitting, honestly, not getting
Not
psyched
quitting?
out, because the game it's fucking very ups and downs, like a lot of business. So like when things are everyone's happy when you're winning, anyone can be a G whenever you're fucking like it's coming in like easy. But what about during the down times? And like knowing how to manage those down times is really, really important to where you're not just like fucking totally like crashing out and just like not working, and not posting. Yeah, that's absolutely the hardest part is just not getting psyched out.
So like you would you say like being consistent, like post that one video every day is like crucial?
Yeah, 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 I would say don't ever stray from just one video a day. Everyone has enough time to do one video a day. Like 2 hours at the most, like um so yeah, you should always at least like post one time a day.
But how do you come up with an idea?
Mm.
Like how do you research that? How do you know like, because your videos are pretty original. I feel like you're like a you set up the trends and people follow you. You're
Yeah.
usually the first one.
Yeah, I mean yeah, the research like finding what's going viral like now is very important. Like it's very helpful. You don't have to do this, but hopping on trends and like paying attention like on Callow data. Dude, Patrick, by the way, go to thedailyviews.com. I'm making an app for this. Like it's basically like a spy
Dailyviews.com.
tool. Yeah, thedailyviews.com. But like I've been using this like I yeah, This is like my own personal tool, but yeah.
This is your tool?
hmm So every
What's
day it scans through these accounts and it
it's
like
something in Chinese. I think I dead daily views.
sorry, the dailyvirals.com. My
Oh,
bad.
the dailyvirals.com.
But yeah, it's like finding what's working now is very, very important.
Uh-huh.
And there's a million ways to do that, but
Let me see if I can share can I show this?
yeah, sure. Yeah. So
Okay, so
yeah, like
how does this work?
so right now it's showing the top 100 videos from today, or I guess
Yeah.
the date's a little busted, but it's like it's like kind of buggy to be honest. Like we're still just like kind of fucking around with it, but
Uh-huh.
you can click that calendar and go back in time and see like what was the highest viewed video essentially of that day. Um,
Is this just for affiliate stuff or
yeah, it's just TikTok Shop. Yeah.
ooh,
So like, yeah. So for example, go to like page like 4 or 5. Go to page 5. Like the thing that I'm gonna do today. Scroll down
okay.
a little bit. Scroll down. Scroll down.
This is the
Maybe
one
it's on page 4, but regardless, like one of these videos, that one, the second one up top.
this one?
Yeah, they hide the truth from you. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a variation. I've already done a video of that, like a variation of that video, but I'm seeing that it's trending right now because it was posted 2 days ago and it did 200K views. So
This is
I'm gonna like,
genius.
yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
You made this?
Yeah, with a friend of mine. So
Right. I mean,
I was a software engineer before.
you were involved into this. Is this like available to everyone?
Yeah, use it. I mean, like I'll probably like start charging for it, but yeah, I mean, as of now, fuck it, man. Yeah, kick the
Can I
tires.
promote this on my Discord?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow, this is amazing. That's really cool.
It's been a fun project, man. It's like very, very helpful. Like it's because I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna sift through all these accounts and like because it's not always your latest video that goes viral. You know what I mean? Like it's like it could be something from a month or two ago. So yeah, it's hard to keep track of all that.
No, that sounds like a very useful tool.
Yeah,
100%.
it's genuinely like been a pretty big part of what I've been doing lately. Um, yeah, but like there is all those other steps. That's just the research. As kind of back to our original point, like yeah, the research is like crucial. You don't want to start at zero. You don't have to start with a totally blank canvas.
What about like your comment baiting? Like, is this something that like just comes to you? How do you get ideas for that? Because that's the hardest part, I would imagine.
Most of those that hit, I got them from other places.
Hmm.
Not maybe not even for the same product, but like I remember like there were some ashwagandha videos where he was talking about like a random guy. He was talking about Kevin James, and like there was a bunch of comments about it. So yeah, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it'll just be in the moment. Oftentimes it's just like something funny to me. Like, dude, the other day I did a video where like I did the hook like this. I was like, you will not believe that this guy and this guy are not really. And I was just holding my hand fucking weird. Like, I just thought it was funny in the moment. And like, it didn't work, but like, the game, it's like
You
free to
tried.
post. Just try it, test. We're just testing, just test a bunch of stuff. And like, eventually you'll see what works. So,
I've noticed like a lot of your videos now lately, they're all hits. Like they're all, not
it's
all of them, but like
crazy.
a lot of
Yeah.
them hit. Do you think you build up this momentum and when you are successful, like all the time you just hit hits, TikTok's like, oh yeah, that guy, show him more, show him more.
It's gotta be, right? I would think so. I would think so. Yeah, no, 100%. If you go viral on your account and it's just like the only video that went viral on the account, you will see your other videos get boost. 100%. Yeah.
But
So
what
there's
about you have one successful and then the rest is kind of ugh, like the next one after. Do you think you lose that? Or
um yeah, I think yeah, the favor will kind of go off a little bit on the account. Yeah, absolutely. It won't always just like push you like algorithmically more, like it's just like I said, it's ups and downs. So, yeah.
it's do you think like sticking to something similar? So like you made a video about, I don't know, ashwagandha,
hmm
and then your next one is also going to be about the same kind of thing, the same style. Is that a good idea?
Man, that's a good question because a lot of people say like you shouldn't switch up the product and stuff, but I do it all the time. So I don't know. I will say I think it helps if your account is in one style generally. You know, like if you're doing faceless content, just only do faceless on it. If
Face-
it's
Okay.
working, if it's not working, don't do that. But you know what I mean? Like I think that does matter. It helps you. You know, it probably hurts you a little bit more if like one is like UGC style, the next one's crazy conspiracy. But honestly, man, I know some crushers that do exactly that and they are killing it. So I don't think that I don't see the data pushing either way. Like if you want to, so because really like the mental load is a lot nicer whenever you're just promoting one product and you're always kind of thinking about it. It actually makes like writing the script or eventually you don't even have to write the script. You just like you have it memorized because you've done so many videos of the same product. So there is that, like that kind of simplicity to it. But you lose out on writing trends, you got to be quick. It helps to be quick. So if some new product is popping off and you have a good idea, like you want to do that soon.
So you are more pro stay on the trends, don't, because some people
Yeah,
just
I,
like,
I just like whatever. Yeah, honestly, like
okay,
the way I think about it is like the angle first. If I have a really strong angle or idea, that's the main driver. And then you can kind of plug and play different products, especially supplements, like they all do some not similar things, but there's groups of things that will like solve focus. There's groups of things that will solve stress. So it's almost like you can kind of interchange them. But like really what I'm focusing on is the angle good? Do I have a good hook for it? That kind of stuff.
by the way, guys, for those of you that you guys are watching right now, Beans mostly does supplements, like that's his specialty.
Hmm.
And how do you maneuver that landmine? Because
Oh, dude. Well, the moderation is way down. I don't know if you've noticed, man, but like
it is.
moderation way, way down. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was dark for a little bit there. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to be like promoting like random shit again. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of deal with it like generally, understand like if you're going to get into this and do supplements, like read through the guidelines and like have a basic understanding of what you can and explicitly not say. Have a very good understanding. And then from there, you can kind of finagle your language. You can use coded language a little bit. Like I don't do a lot of weight loss stuff, but you know, like I saw a hook that was like drink this and make your waist go way down. If you said like drink this and you'll lose weight, that's like like you're gonna get a
Yeah.
violation like immediately. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of like be tricky with your words sometimes. Another tip is like never say like a actual like medical condition like cancer or tuberculosis or something like that. Like don't say any specific thing like that. Um, yeah, or like yeah, that's the main thing. Don't say conditions or like this will and never make a 100% claim. Like this will do X. Don't ever do that. This can support X, or you can word it a different way, but you can't just be like ashwagandha will kill your stress or relieve your stress. Like do not say that. Although right now I don't know. Maybe you can, but I recommend not doing that. Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's better to stay on the safe side.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have any acting experience? Like, what is your background? Where did you get all
No, that's
this
funny, man, because like the more I do this,
skills?
the more I realize that acting is like a really good skill to have. But no, I never was in like drama class or anything like that. I don't know, man. Yeah, I've lived a lot of life. I feel like and had a lot of like experiences, I guess, and I think that really informs a lot of stuff, like how someone is. And I think it really strengthens like your ability to market to people because I just have a lot of experience with people. Like I just understand people's problems and like I don't know. Yeah.
Have you worked in sales?
No, man. No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, no. I had this like really like bullshit attitude towards sales when I was younger. Like yeah, it really kept me from like exploring that whole thing, but yeah,
What
no, no.
about marketing? Like, where are you getting this from? You have to.
Dude,
Where is?
like don't get me wrong. When I get into something, dude, I study it. Like I mean like
Mhm.
not all of these books like over here, but like there's a lot of copywriting books on there. There's a lot of marketing books on there that I've read and
Mm.
like I'm studying, I'm watching content. I'm consuming a lot of content. So yeah, I've like by no means did it just like come to me natural. Like trust me, dude. Like I won't even share like my first accounts, bro. Like no one's gonna see those. If I could log back into those, I would delete them. They were so bad, like the content, like it was embarrassing. But yeah,
So
yeah.
practice,
Yeah,
practice,
man.
practice,
Yeah,
practice.
get the reps in. You're just testing. It's okay if it didn't do whatever, a million views. Like, who gives a shit? You're just testing. Yeah.
Do you think your look helps you because you have that broy look, you
Yeah,
know?
I look like a conspiracy. Like, I literally look like, yeah, I play the part. I can, because you know what? Because honestly, I kind of am into a lot of conspiracy theories. Like, some of them,
Oh,
like,
me
I
too.
actually, you know what I mean? So it's like it fits so perfectly for me. Yeah, that's funny. Even before this style was a trend, like back in the day, whenever you could do like green screen with like the filter and stuff like that, I was like hidden with those kinds of like conspiracy things because I kind of look like it. Or like the power bank, like I look like somebody that's like ready to like prep for World War III or whatever, like yeah, so your look, like take that into account, like I'm probably not going to be able to sell, certain products really well unless you do it in a kind of roundabout way. Like makeup, that's going to be a really hard one. If I wanted to do that, I would have to be like, oh, my wife, blah, 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 or like have, someone else in the video. So yeah, take that into account if you're doing this TikTok shop stuff, like take into account your look, your voice, what fits with that, like what kind of look do you have and what is that niche and what do they want?
Yeah, I feel like that's why there's so many women doing it because they relate. Like you said, like a woman can promote the makeup and they relate to
Yeah,
a woman relates to another woman, and that's why they're usually in the top, top sales channels.
totally.
Because
100%.
yeah, they can just relate to them. It feels more what do you call it? Like authentic. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
more authentic.
100%. Yeah. People buy from like people that they like generally, they want to feel the connection with the person first before they'll buy.
Have you ever looked into your shopping profile? Like, is it mostly men or
I haven't. I think it's like kind of split. It depends. Like on my old account, like it's kind of cooked as of late, but like um there was a time where it was mostly women, I think. I felt like it
mm,
was like at least in the comments it seemed like it. Um but yeah, it can change too. You don't feel have to feel like you're stuck with one audience. So yeah.
have you explored like YouTube shopping? Do you know anything about it?
I'm so curious, man. What do you know? Like I know it's there. I do have like I have some drop shipping brands like that I was doing organic drop shipping with, and I have my products linked to those videos, I think, last time I checked. And I think people are buying off them, but I guess the affiliate thing, that's like with like actual brands and shit, right? Not just like
Yeah.
drop shippers.
So I actually went to an event organized by YouTube and Walmart because I wanted to learn. They basically trying to do the same thing that like TikTok is trying to do.
Okay.
Uh, the difference is like this is why TikTok is better in that sense because TikTok has an infrastructure. Everything is within the app, right?
Mhm.
YouTube is more like they work with Walmart, they work with Lululemon, whatever. You can advertise whatever product you want and tag it, but it goes back to the Lululemon or Walmart website, and I think that's where you lose a lot of people.
Huge.
Um,
Yeah. Oh, like yeah. That's like that's gonna fuck everything up. Yeah.
but like, if TikTok is gonna get banned, I think that's the route to go to. That's like
Easy.
the
Yeah.
another safe haven. Because yeah, what do you think about the TikTok ban?
Yeah, I wonder, man. I don't know. Like I don't think it is. Like my gut tells me that it's not going to be banned, but I don't know. I can kind of see a universe where like Trump does go through with it because I think he's like I think special interests have him by the balls, honestly. Like I think he's like yeah, it's kind of like on that level, but um yeah, I don't know. Like ultimately like I'm not worried. Like I know like what I can do, like brands will pay me so much money to do what I do. Like it doesn't matter what the platform is. Like to put it in perspective, like I was talking about the drop, one of my drop shipping brands on like organic that I was doing organic drop shipping on. I haven't
Mhm.
posted since last November, so a year ago. and that store still did 200K revenue that during that time period. I
Like
never
during the time
posted,
period.
of never posting, never doing anything. It was all YouTube, and I assume Instagram. I haven't looked at it clearly, but I know for a fact it was a lot of it was YouTube. So my point is, like, it's just such a valuable skill, man. Like, it's just, yeah, people are always going to be on the short form content now. It just is, like, it's not going anywhere, whether that's on YouTube Shorts or Instagram or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't really matter because it's the eyeballs are going to go somewhere, and people are going to still be buying stuff online.
So you're not worried even if it happens because you're just gonna switch to whatever's next, whatever's
Oh yeah.
uh
Yeah.
yeah.
It would
But have
suck.
you,
I don't want it to go. I definitely don't want it to go. Like, that's, dude. I'm gonna be a millionaire like next year. Just from I'm gonna literally make $1 million like from TikTok if it stays open. You know.
even if it they if it, even if they ban it, I think the ban would happen in July or something like that. That's when they completely shut down the app.
Yeah. And this shit, dude. They've been banning it like multiple times. Like, I swear this is like the third time they've like banned it. You know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, look, man. Like, let's say it does get banned in like whatever January 14th or whatever the fucking date is. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. That's a month from here. Like, shit, say less. Like, I'm about to print for a month, like, hard, while everyone else is skedaddling, like, worrying about shit. Like, I'm gonna be up in there like printing. Like, I swear, like, until I can't pull money out of the fucking account, like, I'm going to keep posting. Yeah.
That's funny. That's
Because I
funny.
mean, think about all those people that did think that TikTok was going to be banned whenever, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Like, how many times are they going to be kicking themselves, not for not taking action? There. I mean, you've seen it, like, in your Discord. Like, some people are like, "Oh, I'm not going to start TikTok shops. It's just going to be banned." It's like, well, hey, more for me then. Like, that's fine. That's fine by me. But yeah, you're missing out.
Yep. I agree. I think I'm assuming that it's gonna still be around. Like um, a lot of like my businesses rely on TikTok now, so
Yeah.
I'm just assuming it's gonna continue. And I'm the same boat. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But
What's new? Yeah, we're entrepreneurs. We don't. These problems are going to happen all the time.
yeah,
Like,
but I
pandemic.
don't think it's gonna go away. I have a feeling it's.
I don't think so either. Like, yeah, if you look at Poly Market ever, like,
I
that's,
was going to ask that.
yeah, that's so funny. I think last time I checked, it was like 32%.
Yep, yep,
Um,
yep, yep, yep.
that's one kind of like interesting gauge of where people are at. But yeah, it's just I'm not. I'll worry about that the day that it's banned. Like, I'll figure shit out from then. But I mean, that really does speak to, like, learn the skill. You're good. You're fucking real
Yep.
good. Go start your own brand. Maybe I'll just start my own brand or something like it. Yeah.
And now you know how to do it because like you have the skill, the most important skill, the marketing, the
The
salesy
hard
skill,
part.
the hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Yeah. It's like, dude, products are commodities at this point. Well, goalie ashwagandha gummies are a hot seller. What's stopping you from starting a ashwagandha gummy company? Like,
Yep.
literally nothing. Like 5K. So it's like, what's the difference then? It's the branding, and like, they have, like, logistics and all this stuff, but they had to build that up. Like, it's the branding, it's the advertising. Like, that's kind of it. If you can win those games, like, yeah.
Do you work close with the brands? Usually, when I'm sure they reach out to you, right? Because you're kind of big.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I have been like working closer with some brands, but for a while there, for a long time, I didn't really like. I had some where I was sending them like Spark codes, like the ad codes and stuff like that, but nothing more than that. They offer retainers. This is what I'm saying. Like, I get offered retainers all the fucking time. Like, I'm turning people down constantly. It's like, no, I don't.
you don't
I don't.
accept them?
No,
You
hell
don't
no, dude. Hell no.
really?
Dude, they better pay me. They better pay me like 20K or something for like 10 videos or something. Because, like, what? I can just, like, not have that on my shoulders and just go viral with their product and, like, get the commissions and not even, like, I can just make that the one video that I make for them, and that's it. Like, I don't. It's almost like a job. I'm not trying to give myself a job. I don't need a job. Like, I don't need someone to be
True.
like. that steady income or whatever. Like, yeah.
You're not for sale.
Yeah, I'm not for sale. You can bump up my commissions though.
You can't be bought. You can't be corrupted.
I could be, but it's like going to be a lot. It's going to be real expensive.
Do you work with any agencies or not
No,
really?
man. So I did. I told you about this. Like one brand got my one of my accounts unbanned. That was pretty cool. So like, yeah, I kind of work somewhat close with them. But yeah, no agencies. I think they're good though. I think it's probably a good idea. Like get your account in an agency thing and like, maybe they will be able to help you out if you get banned or something or get a violation. Yeah.
I worked with some, and I think when you're small, they don't care. You need to be
Is it
like
like that? Yeah. They'll
printing.
they'll they'll go to bat for you if you're printing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the way it is, man. Yeah, it really is the way it is. The brands and everything.
I'm gonna have a last question for you. This is something that Nick from our Discord wanted to ask
Yeah,
you.
Big Nick.
He asked for the best three tips you can give to like someone that's starting out.
So first off, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. Do not make a commitment that you're not going to stop. Like you won't just make a commitment to like I'm going to do one post a day. So that's, or just like find a number and like stick to it no matter what. So that's one. You got to be consistent. Two, have a realistic timeline of things. Like you're not just going to pick this up immediately. Can that happen? Yes, but it's probably not going to happen, It may take you, be realistic. Like it could take you 3 months before you start seeing like even a little bit of success. And like internalize that and go back to step one and make sure that you're ready to commit to fucking like doing this and not quitting, you know? Um, that's the most important shit. And then I guess the third thing is like you need to constantly improve. Like I'm still a student. I have not mastered this. I'm still a student. I'm always learning. So you need to push yourself and be willing to fail, and it can hurt initially because it's public, it's kind of like embarrassing, like if a video flops or whatever, but like no, first off, it shouldn't be because no one gives a shit about you, honestly. But like frankly, like no one gives a shit about it. Everyone's so in their own mind that like you are nothing to everyone. So never forget that. But like what was my point? Like consistency. Oh, and just like, yeah, showing up and just being like, get better. Just get a little bit better every day. Learn copywriting, learn storytelling, learn acting if you need to. Like, take it seriously, like it's a skill. It's like fucking basketball or anything else, it's a skill that you need to learn. And it can be learned. Believe that it can be learned. It's not just like an innate thing. It doesn't have to be.
I have one more question. This
Yeah.
is a personal question for me.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your money? Like, are you saving up for something? What are you trying? Are you
Man,
buying?
it's awesome. Like, yeah, like not the first thing is just like not having to like worry about money is just such a like that's the goal really is just not having to like stress about the fucking bullshit. But so I bought a car, like I bought a Lexus LC 500, a really dope like two-seater
Nice.
car. But then I traded it in for a Jaguar F-Type, which is the even sicker car. But that was kind of a wash. But that was like a thing that I didn't need to buy a car. But like at this point in my career, like I needed to reward
No, you
myself.
need to.
I needed to pat myself on the back because I did
Yeah,
for
hell
a
yeah.
really long time. So like, yeah, I bought like a badass car. I bought I bought like a sim racing rig. Did I show that to you?
What's a sim rate? Oh, like a big
It's like
thing?
three screens and like a realistic wheel and gear shifter and pedals. Like
Really?
everything's like super. Yeah, I spent like stupid amounts of money on this fucking thing, dude. But it's so
That's so
sick.
cool.
It's so sick. And I have like this kind of vision of like I'm going to build my own drift car and like I'm teaching myself how to drift like and like drive these like kind of cars through that game because it's very realistic. It's like a simulator. So I bought that, and I think that's going to be my last like frivolous purchase for a little bit. Like I could just like up and buy a drift car, like a track car, and
So
just like
cars are your thing, huh? You like
I
cars.
like it, but I need to chill the fuck out, man. I can't just like be buying a car. Like I'm not that kind of rich. Like a couple cars and I'll be broke again. Like I don't need to be doing that. So I think the next thing will probably be I'm kind of thinking like land. I do like that's kind of my next thing I need to figure out is like, where am I going to park the money? Like to make more money, you know, like, I mean, I'm in Bitcoin. I hold a lot of Bitcoin. I hold a lot of S&P 500 index funds, you know, so
Yeah.
that's one thing. I also have this like this software that I shared with you. I'm bullish about this. I don't mind like throwing money into that and investing into that. If
I think
anything, just to
you
have
should go that direction. With the
yeah, I think
software.
it's an interesting idea. Yeah, I think that in terms of
100%.
investing, like you know, things that like that's going to make way more money than like buying a house and renting it out. Or at least like that's how I'm kind of seeing it. Like I do think like maybe like what if I bought a bunch of houses and rented them out? And, like that's very appealing. But I just think business you can make way more way quicker. Like, you kind of
True.
need a fuck ton of houses to be clearing like 100K a year. I feel like you do.
Yeah.
Like you kind of need like that's a lot of assets, you know.
It's a slow process.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of want to go a little bit quicker.
With software, I think you can scale that faster. And
Yeah, talk
yeah.
about scaling, man. Yeah, it's Insta, huh?
Beans, a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome to see you. You know, killing it. You're like you're the man. You're the man.
Appreciate it, man.
You
Likewise,
know.
dude. It's been cool. We both grown this year. It's
I feel
I
like
love
you've grown way,
yeah,
way,
yeah.
way
Yeah,
higher.
it's crazy, but yeah, it's cool.
No, but it's really I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy
Thank
to
you,
see
man.
you like explode, and you're the man when it comes to TikTok affiliate 100%.
Yeah, yeah, appreciate it, dude. I really appreciate that.
I hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Beans. Again, he's the best TikTok affiliate in my opinion that I personally know. If you want to check out his tool, I'm going to have a link for it down below. But also please visit dropshipping.com. This is our community courses. We can help you get higher commission on the products that you advertise on TikTok. We can help you get into TikTok affiliate program. We also have weekly meetings where we teach you and update you on the new stuff happening. There's tons of benefits if you join, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy this. I'll see you next time. Bye.